Welcome to Gamers Platform. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Adam Wolf from Gamers Platform, and today I've got a video for you. It's an update video in Fortnite again. I know, I'm 6 days late again. Came out last Wednesday, didn't even know it. Just right out under my nose. We're looking at version 3.1. Okay, and this adds a couple new things. You know, it's not too bad. It's small in comparison to 3.0, but, you know, it's still significant. Okay? Again, I reiterate, these patch notes, they're not short, but, you know, they're not PUBG short. That's for sure. So we're going to be going over all the changes as usual. Today's video, or in this video, I should say, it's Battle Royale. Since it's the most popular mode, it's the first one I'll be covering. And then, of course, we'll have a separate video on the changes to the co-op mode or the Save the World. To kick things off, we got weapons and items. They added a hunting rifle. So if you're not a fan of scoped sniper rifles, this is your alternative. And I haven't been able to use it myself. Well, actually, I have. I'm not going to lie. I actually got a chance to try it out. It's hard. It's really hard. If you're not used to not having a scope on a sniper rifle, well, you better get used to it. But it's a powerful little gun, and I've seen some people drop some other people pretty quickly with this thing, as long as you land a headshot. And you understand the bullet physics in it and everything like that, so you have to lead your target, yada, yada, yada. But it's pretty cool. I am a fan of non-scoped sniper rifles. If you've ever watched me play Battlefield 1 on stream, or even Battlefield 4, I don't particularly like using scopes because, one, they give you away, and two, it seems like you don't have to really compensate for bullet drop. I'm obviously wrong about that, but it's the way that it feels. Anyway, so they got a hunting rifle in there, and they adjusted inconsistent drop rates for various weapon rarities. Now, I'm not going to go over these. I'm going to, of course, link to the patch notes in the description, so you guys can check them out. Check out the more in-depth details about all these different patches. Or changes, excuse me, but they go over the burst assault rifle, the revolver, and the tac shotgun. So they just increased and decreased the drop chance of these weapons, I guess based on feedback or what they've seen in terms of gameplay. So on to the bug fixes. We've got only two. They've fixed discrepancies between crosshair location and muzzle firing location when shooting at close range targets. Discrepancies between crosshair location and muzzle firing location. Interesting. That's pretty, like, that's very minuscule. Like, you know, the differences between those, in terms of like the fact that where your crosshair is and where your muzzle firing location is. I want to say that actually probably was more towards when you're like moving and firing. It felt completely off, and maybe that's what they're talking about when they fixed the discrepancies between them. So where you're aiming and where your bullet fires from. So again, when you're moving, it's a completely different spot, so you have to lead your target even more, which is a bit weird, especially at close range. So I think that might be what they are talking about here. And fixed shotgun collision inconsistencies when aiming through openings or around corners. I know I've hit my fair share of windowsills in this game, so it's good that they're actually taking collision detection into consideration here. Moving on to the gameplay, we've only got one change. Minor adjustments to loot in the following locations. They go over Snobby Shores, Industrial Plot, northeast of Flush Factory, and Tilted Towers. So they've talked about what they've added or removed in those locations. Again, you can check in the by the link in the video description. Bug fixes for gameplay. We've got fixed issues where weapons would not equip because they were not preloaded. Efforts have been made to address an issue where players are suddenly unable to build in rare cases. I haven't had that happen yet. That's why it's a rare case. Fixed a crash that occurred if players kicked the ball out of Greasy Grove or the soccer stadium. That's weird. Why would kicking it out of the stadium cause a crash? That's very strange. Maybe it's just like the system's like, this isn't supposed to happen. This is not supposed to leave this area. And so it just dies. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Never really went there and played soccer, but it looks like fun. Fixed some edge cases where players pushed up against ramps/ceilings could toss grenades through the opposite side. Oh yeah, that's not good. Especially if you're trying to go in on somebody and they just build a ramp and they know they can throw it through there. They could just basically screw you over. You know, screw you out of a possible kill. Fix the boogie bomb not properly refreshing its duration on a player who is hit with more than one. Wow, that would suck. If you got hit by more than one of those things, you're just constantly just stunned the whole time. You're just dancing. Like, you know, from Boogie Nights or whatever. It's not Boogie Nights. Saturday Night Fever, I guess is a better reference. Fix an issue that reduced the distance that the light on chests could be seen. Okay, good, good. I did notice that I could see them from quite a distance myself. Fix the scoreboard awarding points to the wrong side of Pleasant Park. That seems like such a minuscule change. Like, not important change, but they changed it anyway. They fixed it. So there you go. If you were playing soccer and you had the wrong team getting scored, there you go. It's fixed. So weird. All right, moving on to world changes. There's only one change, and you may have already noticed it. The new Lucky Landing point of interest has been added to the southern edge of the island. I have not been there myself, but I have seen streamers who have, and it looks nice. Looks nice. Very, very traditional Asian aesthetic. I like it. I like it. But again, haven't been there myself. Could be full of loot, but I tend to stay away from the main cities when I'm soloing because why would you do that to yourself? Onto the UI, we've got, you now receive party suggestions while in the lobby. Rich Presence now provides the player's party size. Rich Presence? I don't know what that means. Added new intro-outro animations to the party invite notification. That's cool. Invite notification now closes upon being clicked. Okay. Did it not before? Would that be annoying to have that on your screen? Presence text that is too long will no longer overlap the invite join buttons. Okay, good. So that's just a minor font or text fix. Bug fixes. Fix an issue where you couldn't emote in lobby if a player left. Again, these guys are really specific about some of their fixes, man. That's a strangely specific bug. Couldn't emote if a player left. But unless you were staring right at the player, and because in the pregame lobby, it doesn't tell you people leaving or coming in. It doesn't happen. So unless you're looking directly at the player, how do you know somebody left? It's weird. Fix an issue where changing language... Oh, are they talking about... Not pregame lobby. They're talking about when you party up. Ah. Weird. That is weird. Fix an issue where changing language to Chinese or Korean would not render text properly. I would know, I'm not Chinese or Korean. Fixed an issue that caused the 60 FPS mode to reset back to 30 after relaunching the game on PS4. Yeah, that's not good. You know, if you want 60 FPS, you want it to stay on. Fixed an issue where the party finder dialogue could double spawn. I haven't seen that. Fixed an issue where full parties would show as solo players and appear joinable. Fixed an issue where sometimes the invite join action wouldn't show correctly. And of course, fixed an issue where the party bars sometimes wouldn't show party members while in a filled squad. I was going to say I've seen that, but it was only because me and Huffman were trying to join a party while he was on PS4 and I was on PC. And he tried to join my party, but he couldn't, though it looked like it said he joined my party and I didn't see him. I don't know. Maybe that was the bug. Maybe that... I know that's not specific to, you know, crossplay, but maybe that's what I saw. I have no idea. Moving on to art and animation, re-enabled sprinting dust effects on low settings. They probably took them off for optimization reasons. And hip fire positioning is now maintained if a player fired recently and switched weapons. Hip fire positioning is now maintained if a player fired recently and switched weapons. What would it do before? Did it not? Did it just like fling off of target or something? Like, what did it do? Oh man. These are so weirdly specific that I can't say that most of these have happened to me. So, I don't know. That was weird. Bug fixes. Fix player jittering when sliding against a surface. Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, if you're going faster than the system can calculate, then, that's going to happen. Fixed an issue causing other characters to not animate while spectating them after being eliminated. Fixed an issue where weapons were unholstered early when using emotes. Fixed character body parts not animating at low frame rates. Fixed shield visual effects not properly displaying on the Alpine Ace and Crack Shot outfits. I don't have any outfits, so I don't know what those might have looked like. And updated the flag on the arm of the USA Alpine Ace to face the correct direction. How dare they? They turned it around. Moving on to audio. We're already getting to the end, guys. Pretty sweet. Reduce the volume of the hand cannon audio to match that of the revolver. Was it too loud? I don't know. I never noticed. Like, I just adjust my own volume based on how loud I want the game to be, but I don't know. I never noticed that the hand cannon was too loud. I just thought it was a really big boom. And reduce the volume of the windmills found in Anarchy Acres and Fatal Fields. I never noticed that. I've gone past those areas. I didn't go, what the hell was that noise? Giant whooshing sound. I've never heard those. I'm not really concentrated on what the windmills sound like. Maybe they did that just so that they could, people could hear footsteps better or something. I don't know. But I've never really paid attention to the windmills and how they sounded. Weird. Bug fixes. Set the volume of hitting weak points back to what it was prior to 3.0. Okay. I mean, if it sounded better, yeah. Fixed an issue where building placement sound would play repeatedly while skydiving if you had the pickaxe equipped in the lobby. I thought they fixed that before. I could have swore I read that fixed, in the last patch or a while ago. I could have swore they fixed that already. Fixed an issue that caused the lobby music to restart every time it was attenuated to 0 volume because of music from emotes. Okay, so if you emoted and that, of course, would take out the lobby music, it would cause it to restart. Okay, so if you emoted in the lobby, it would cause the lobby music to restart while your emote played, where I'm assuming is they just wanted to continue through an emote, I'm going to guess. Fixed an issue that could cause the storm audio to play from an invalid location in the map. Never experienced that. The build mode click sound no longer plays while the player is downed. Build mode click sound. Again, it's something I just don't pay attention to. What click sound? When you're switching to build mode? I don't even know. I don't know. And last but not least, we've got some performance changes. Improved overall frame rate by using less CPU for characters that are far away. That's good. That's actually really good. You don't want things in the distance to eat up too much processing power. It just makes no sense. They're not anywhere near you, so why should they, even more so if you can't see them, why should that, eat up more resources? And optimize weapon load times and reduce their memory usage. While I was getting the B-roll for this, I kind of noticed, though, it wasn't anything about the load times. I'm just going to say this. It has nothing to do with the load times. That just reminded me that I'm still feeling like it's taking forever for the weapons to... I click on it, and it takes a second to get into my inventory. Not at a 1 full second. I'm talking maybe 500 milliseconds or less. But it's still... I feel like I should be able to click on it, and it should just go right off the bat, right into my inventory. But it's like it lags, or it takes a second to think about what I just did. And I really hope that's only attributed to the networking issue that's been plaguing this game, because that is still a problem on my end. I'm noticing after you get into the game, if you get into a firefight and everything, it seems like it's okay, but every time I go to pick up something, it just feels off to me. I don't know if that's just me or if you guys experience that. If you're also experiencing that, let me know in the comments below, so that way I know I'm not alone. But that's the bug fixes for Battle Royale. Not a super long list like last update, but still a nice significant update nonetheless. And so I hope that I've helped inform you, even though it's 6 days late, about what the changes have been. I'm sure if you've been playing, you've already experienced the changes anyway, so you already knew the hunting rifle was in there, and you knew about Lucky Landing, excuse me, so on and so forth. But again, if you want a little bit more detail on all the stuff that I didn't go over, you know, all the secondary bullet points, then of course, again, hit the link in the video description. Check out the patch notes for more specific details. But I just went over the major bullet points, and I hope that I helped you guys understand what is coming, or what has come in this new update, version 3.1. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again in the next one, where we will be covering the Save the World co-op portion of this game, and going over the changes that they've made in there. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Dislike it if you hate update videos. You hate my face. And get subscribed if you haven't already. Don't forget to check the links in the video description below, especially the one for Extra Life. I'm trying to raise $200 for my local children's hospital. Haven't made any money yet, but we've got all year to do this, so you know, don't worry if you can't give. I promise you we'll hit that $200 mark one way or another. But if you can give, don't hesitate to donate. Until next time, guys, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Fortnite, and I will see you guys in the next one.